Hello everybody and welcome to Immediate Meteorology. In this video we'll be talking about some flooding that could happen from Isaias. Before the video starts, if you like weather content like this, please hit the like and subscribe button and hit the bell to never miss an upload. So as I said, today we're going to talk about very high risks for flooding for the Mid-Atlantic and Southeast, including South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia mainly, and then we have the rest stretching along all of the East Coast. So here is our tropical storm force wind speed probabilities, still 100%, but however, Hurricane Isaias is actually now Tropical Storm Isaias. It has weakened now since it has gone over the islands and is approaching the coast of Florida. And basically, part of it is already over the coast of Florida. So each day we go through, it's looking like the models keep saying it's getting pushed more westward inland for the Mid-Atlantic and New England. Here is our satellite imagery. Obviously, we do have a lot on land, inland for Florida there. And then a very healthy storm, very organized, kind of like a circle there, you know, the usual form of a tropical storm or hurricane. Here is our location of the storm. You can see it's just west of the Bahamas, at least the center is, but part of it is over the Bahamas. So basically, miles off the coast of Florida there, so they're obviously getting impacts. Here is our cone. Obviously now it is now a tropical storm. We do have tropical storm warnings and watches in effect for Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and then most of the North Carolina coast is only under a tropical storm watch for now. And it's looking like it could stay as a tropical storm all the way up until it reaches Maine, and by the time it goes into Canada, it will weaken off, become a tropical depression, and we'll have no worries about it. Just saying, today will be my last video on this storm. The only chance that it will be another video is if it turns into a hurricane, but obviously that is very, very unlikely by now. I'll just talk about everything we can expect today to get it over with. So it's looking like by 8 a.m. Monday to 8 p.m. Monday, it's going to be going over the northern areas of Florida, Georgia, and the southern areas of South Carolina. And 8 a.m. Tuesday is when it should be inside, the center should be inside of North Carolina, still as a tropical storm. By 8 p.m. Tuesday, it should be over New Jersey as a tropical storm. And by 8 a.m. Wednesday, it should be over Maine as a tropical storm. Here is our global model track guidance. Basically the same thing as the cone. It goes through North Carolina, Virginia, and parts of South Carolina, and then basically the center stays inland all the way up until Maine, and that's when it goes all over the place and weakens off. Here is our GFS ensembles. This is actually having it stay as a depression or anything like that, and actually go through Canada, curve out into the Atlantic, and curve right until it reaches Iceland. Now, this is, to me, I think this is a very rare chance for this happening. That would be kind of crazy, especially how much land it's gone over, and the fact that the waters are actually pretty cool up there. So I think that's very rare for this. But basically the GFS ensembles are saying the same thing as the model track guidance is, besides going out into the Atlantic. Here is our CMC ensembles, basically the same thing except going a little bit more inland there for places like New England and South Carolina. There, it's looking to go more inland than usual in this models. Here is our model intensity guidance. We do have only 2 models going into Cat 1 hurricane status, but for a very short period of time. However, the COT 2 model is saying that it's going to become a Category 1, dip back down into tropical storm, and go back up into Category 1. But obviously that is very, very rare. Like, it's almost impossible that it's going to happen. So don't worry at all. Basically, all the models are saying from here until maybe in 2 days, so on Tuesday or Wednesday, it's gonna stay steady as a tropical storm, and then by Tuesday, from Tuesday then on, it's looking to weaken off steadily. Here is our arrival time of tropical storm force winds. I'll go step by step once again. Monday 8 a.m. is Georgia, so basically any time from today until Monday 8 a.m. it's looking to be in Florida. So Monday 8 a.m. Georgia, Monday 8 p.m. Monday 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So basically all day of Monday, South Carolina. And then Monday night through Tuesday morning will be North Carolina, Virginia, and Maryland. And then from there on out, you can see that by 8 p.m. it goes up into New England, and Wednesday 8 a.m. it goes into, sorry, I almost called Canada, California. Alright, here is our wind history. Obviously hurricane force winds, but now not so much anymore. Obviously you can see it weakened off once it got to those islands in the Bahamas there. So definitely that was very significant for it to weaken off. We do have some tropical storm force winds going inland onto Florida currently. You can see right there in those yellows going over the border. Here is our rainfall forecast. From yesterday, it's actually gone down. There is a tiny little splotch of red, if you can see. Here, I'll use my mouse to point it out right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's right next to the left of my mouse. Might be hard to see if you're on like a smaller phone or anything. But technically, it's only up to 10 inches. But that's mainly for off the coast, and then on the coast is 1 to 6 inches. And speaking of inches of rain, this is why we have big flood advisories. The highest risk currently we have is 20%, which is moderate, which is pretty high for flooding. Whenever it goes up to a moderate is when they release the data, or a high, stuff like that. So here is over the next 3 days on the big image right there. Obviously all the way up to 20% moderate, mainly for North Carolina and South Carolina, but also reaching up into Virginia there. Obviously we still have the slight and marginal all around the areas. So basically all of North Carolina is covered in slight and moderate. However, the East Coast, some of the East Coast is covered in marginal. If we look at the right columns right here real quick, day 1, which is through Monday morning, our advisories for the actual tropical storm is in Florida. They have a 5% marginal. Those other ones you see in North Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, those are just regular storms and rainfall. And then day 2 is when it starts to get serious, which is a Monday through Tuesday. Our chances go all the way up to a 20% there for the lower area of North Carolina, so the southern area there, and then a lot of the eastern area of South Carolina, and then the slight going all around that. Same with Wednesday, northern North Carolina instead in southern Virginia. The final things we're going to look at is our total accumulated right here, and then our simulated radar. So here's total accumulated, not that much different from what we saw yesterday. Obviously we still have those yellows and browns, but not as much as we saw yesterday, especially up in New England. Alright, so now here's our simulated radar. I'm only going to focus on the places that have the big flood warning because that's really what I want to focus this video on. So here it's starting to approach, and actually basically is over the coast of South Carolina and Georgia. And then North Carolina and the other bits of South Carolina, even Virginia and West Virginia, are getting some outer bands and rainfall from this tropical storm. And then a little while, 6 hours after, the center is basically on the coast of South Carolina, around Charleston, and south of Myrtle Beach. So that's where that is. But obviously, very heavy rainfall is at inland there for this storm. And then another 6 hours later, it's basically only in North Carolina. So that's where the moderate flooding risk comes in, because it's looking to have some very heavy rainfall, obviously. And then it speeds up 6 hours later once again, and by then it's in Maryland and Virginia. And then it goes up into New England with some remaining outer bands right here. So with that, I thank you all for watching. If you like videos like these, please hit the like and subscribe button and hit the bell to never miss an upload. With that, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.